You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, so now we gotta do the thing that's a little in between. So we gotta be a little bit savage, but not too savage. So, sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution!
That's the spirit.
I have a nice face, thank you. Alrighty, let's see what happens
you make
with
your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Let's see what happens with the with the prisoner.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Yeah.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
It really would, narrator.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds
It's me, ma'am.
It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I'll just continue down the stairs. Actually, no. Just checking in on you.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Look, knowing what she's looking at now, I don't blame her for this look. I really don't.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you.
That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife, and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Yeah. Wait. Fuck. Hold on. Blade in hand. Try to save her. I'll tighten my grip for now. No. Shit, I think I have to drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
No, I'm not.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
I have my reasons. Do you think I'd just come here without to kill someone without even knowing the reason why? That'd be ridiculous. I've been told things, but I'm not sure what to believe.
Believe me.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
Aw, she looks so sad. How long you been down here? I'm supposed to end the world. How do I get you out of here? Actually, wait. Yeah. How do I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay. Well, I think we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Yeah. I want to examine the chains.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
A little smile.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Smitten
If you
could do
don't
it.
have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
If there isn't a key, do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of here? Let me see. We'll do this one. I'm gonna go check upstairs.
I'll be here.
Fucking Christ.
You
Them
attempt to make
eyes.
your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
No.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Sad eyes.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I think I will. It'll lead me to a new ending. Save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
Fucking bug eyes.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
So analytical. Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Let's warn her.
Stop that.
I
No.
thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
You're the most ineffective dom in existence. Let's resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
Thanks, princess.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
and then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Sweet the prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, terrible sense of deja vu. Let's just proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
I forgot that he says the word wing.
Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink.
Fucking love that still.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Have you tried not picking up the blade in the prisoner? Yeah, I'm fairly certain that that's how I ended up defaulting because I felt really bad. So this time around, I'm going to be taking the blade, I think.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah. Sure.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Okay. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps.
Yeah.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first?
It's us,
You walk
probably.
down the stairs and lock
I
eyes with the
forgot about
princess.
this face.
She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
I forgot that I wanted to make an emote out of this face. I don't think something happens. You can just make mirrors disappear if you say it doesn't matter, though. Oh, interesting. Okay, good to know.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Okay, I will admit, when I did this route the first time, I was a little shit, and I went for this chain, and I won't ruin it for anyone who wants to be a little shit as well, but I will tell you it is not what you're expecting. I mean, it's kind of what you're expecting, but it's not what you're expecting.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Sure, I'll chat with you. I'll sit with you.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
It's haunting me over here. I want to so bad.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
First one was contrarian a lot. Yes, I love the opportunist and I love the contrarian. They're my two of my favorite voices.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Yeah, we'll sit where you told us to, because the last time we sat closer, we got ourselves in some hot water.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
So I got contrarian all over the fucking place in her. I can't remember exactly where, but I got him a lot.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
I mean, I don't want to kill you, but I'm fairly certain I can't keep you alive if we're going off of what happened last time. What do you mean?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
Yeah,
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
think she might be.
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
Ooh.
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
This is all new dialogue for me. How am I supposed to cut you out if you didn't notice your head is in a shackle too? Oh yeah. I don't know. What do you want me to do?
That knife.
Oh,
Don't worry, you'll get it back.
by you stabbing me in the chest?
That's ominous.
I agree.
But she seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing.
Maybe she'll cut herself out. I mean, we are at a distance, so we have not seen any proof that she knows how to throw daggers like a fucking assassin. So it could be that she's just gonna like cut off her hands or something like that. So
Oh please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you.
no, I
That
doubt
much
it.
should be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise to give away your only weapon.
Nah.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
Fair, but that could lead to the new ending, so...
So, what should we do? I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Thank you, Skeptic.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
And it might lead to another ending, narrator.
That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none. The pros are that we can't trust him. Possibly even more than we can't trust her.
Right.
Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned.
Absolutely.
Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. Okay. If I'm not giving you a whooping, I think... You know? Think I might, actually. You realize that I have as much reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me, right? I can cut you out of here. I'm not giving you a weapon. No, I feel like me staying distant from her reduces the amount of chances that she gets to kill me. Here, I'll slide it over to you. I probably, like, either you're gonna kill me and I'm gonna get a different ending, or you're gonna kill me and I'm gonna get a similar ending, or I don't know, maybe you'll kill yourself. Maybe you'll get yourself free. I don't fucking know, but I am curious about what happens if I trust you.
Slide it over.
Can do, ma'am.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place.
Fuck off,
Do you
narrator.
think this will work? Interesting that you're only having us remain in place. It's almost like there are very real limits to your power. I don't know what you're talking about. The world ends if we fail, right? Her killing us might not be our only failure state, if you catch my meaning.
Seeing how meta the game has gotten just a little while ago, yes, I do catch your meaning.
I don't know where you're going with this. Could you explain?
The hero does not know what meta shit happened earlier.
Yes, explain it. Sure, I'm insinuating that we could kill ourselves. Ruin this whole thing.
We've already done that though, it's so boring.
You wouldn't.
We would and have, narrator.
I'm not afraid of dying. Are you? A little. You got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair,
Oh god,
smiling
what?
slightly as she raises the blade to her throat. What is she doing?
Please don't.
She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own.
The fuck?
No.
I don't want to see it.
You close your eyes. That doesn't stop you from hearing every grisly detail. The splitting of skin, the wet mulching of severed veins, the grinding of metal against bone.
So you did this in the OG game too? Look, I got the brat ending for this one last time. I didn't get this. I didn't get beheaded princess ending.
I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that? Huh. So that's her play. Killing herself? We don't know that she's dead yet. We're not even watching it happen. She could just be faking those sounds.
Oh, the scraping.
And then, finally, you hear a snap and an uneasy silence. There is a slow and fleshy tear. Hard to fake that.
You guys can't see my face, but I am grimacing.
This is worse than watching.
Oh, so I guess it's time for the save. Oh, okay. I'll save. I thought I covered up my mistakes, but apparently I did not. Here we go. Oh wait, no, we did. Here, we'll save there. Oh.
And yet our eyes are still closed. Finally, there's the soft thud of something roughly head-sized bouncing against the floor, and the clattering of chains as they drop along with it. I think you can open your eyes now.
I don't wanna.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world. Huh. So I guess that's it. What a way to go. But she is gone, isn't she? I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward. Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your angle? I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us. I'm sure you can understand that. Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of a reason. She's left us with this dangling thread, and I need to know why. You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy your reward.
Sure, I guess. Take the princess with you. Look, I love you, honey, but this is not a lollipop chainsaw situation. I'm not bringing your severed head with me.
Fine, but if we're leaving, then we're taking the blade. I feel exposed without it. With your work done, you remove the blade from the princess's corpse and make your way back upstairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. You can think of it as sealing yourself off from an unpleasant chapter of your life. It's all uphill from here.
I certainly fucking hope so, narrator. So no head, no. I don't want to carry the beheaded... the... No! No!
The windows. Do you see that? We used to be able to see the outside world from up here, but now it's just... empty. The door. Check the door.
Open the door and accept your reward. Is it just the
You
nothingness
open the
again? It's
cabin
the
door,
nothingness again.
ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. You don't have to act surprised. We could see this vast emptiness through the windows. But if everything's gone, does that mean we're not gonna get our reward? This is your reward. An eternity of bliss, if you'll have it. And I suggest that you have it.
Why? What else?
Okay. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Like hell it is.
I mean, I always kind of say this. Can you just let me
What's
out?
done is done. And there's no going back now. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Bitch.
Decades? No, it can't be decades. We can't go along with this. We can't let him win.
What do you suggest then? I don't want to die again. I didn't like dying the last time. I'm going to accept my rotten... Okay, well... I mean... I don't know what to do here. Hold on, give me a second to think. I've done this one, I've done this one. But those were in the first chapter. It could be different. I definitely am not doing this one. I don't like this one at all whatsoever. This one feels weird, but it's different from the other things that I've seen. I don't like it, but it's different. So I guess I'll do this one. No. Fuck. Okay, hold on. We're happy, we're happy. No. This one's out, this one's out. So it's between these two. What do you suggest then? Or I don't want to die again. I didn't like dying last time. I'm gonna accept my reward now. Every time I do this, it's just like, okay, well, let's kill ourselves to get out of here, and then you do, and then it just continues. But that's in the first bit. This is in the second bit. It's different. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If it hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay.
That's great. Congratulations. You've earned it.
Bitch.
More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. He's just saying things.
That is what he tends to do.
The voice's protestations fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
What the fuck? Good ending. You did it. You saved everyone.
Stop all this nonsense. You really don't want to be happy, do you?
Have a voice ruin your happy ending.
We still have a blade. Let's use it on ourselves and start over. He's suggesting you kill yourself. You shouldn't kill yourself when you have an eternity of bliss right in front of you.
I'm not sure. God, this is the one part I don't like, not being sure. Let's go sorry, but we're not gonna do that.
Don't apologize. I'm sorry. Wait, why are you sorry? Your body lurches as your
Oh,
heart suddenly stops beating.
what the fuck?
Are you killing us? You'll forgive me eventually.
Damn it,
You
skeptic!
goddamn spiteful bastard. Are you really going to turn down immortality itself just to make me lose?
Yes. Yes, skeptic, yes.
Why should it matter if we die at this point? Haven't you already gotten what you want?
Oh my goodness.
I don't have to answer that. That's all we needed to hear.
They're so bratty.
It turns out that it doesn't take too long to die after your heart stops beating. You collapse to the floor, everything goes dark, and you die. You're a genocidal maniac, you know that, right?
I mean, I do now, I guess. You sound upset about that, narrator.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
He was totally fine with it when I was killing who he wanted me to kill, but the minute I want to kill myself, oh no, I'm a genocidal maniac. Ooh, this is new! This is new! This is new! Yee. Okay,
You're
good.
on a path
What the
in
fuck?
Are you fucking kidding me? We had everything we ever could have wanted, and you killed us.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Congrats, you made it! Yay! Oh my god, I love that cheated so much. I feel like I laugh at this game when I shouldn't be laughing, but the writing is just so good.
We didn't have everything we ever could have wanted. That's just what he told us. I want the truth, not some made-up eternal happiness.
Fucking preach, skeptic.
But it was nice. Who gives a shit about truth?
Me, you weak-willed sack of poo.
I do. He said we were happy, but what does happiness like that even mean? It was just another prison. And this isn't. There are chains everywhere.
Yeah.
That just means we're on the right track, you numbskull. That we're finally starting to see reality for what it is. Can you two stop fighting? It's not very productive.
Oh
No,
my god.
it isn't, is it? So let's focus up. You've clearly already been here before, and judging by how deranged you all are, you've already been here more than once. I'll spare you my full introduction, but I would like to remind you that the people in my world are living, breathing, suffering entities. Not pawns for you to sacrifice in pursuit of some vague truth.
Okay, look, narrator, I'm gonna be 100% for real with you right now. If people living in your world are living with chains all over the place, is really a place worth living. Just throwing that out there. Should we talk about how we still have the blade? We've never started with the blade before. Oh, you're right, we haven't. She died last time, and the way you decided to thank us was locking away in a happiness void forever. Let's see, she cut her own head off last time. I was not. Nope. Not that for sure. No way out but through. Let's go see her.
You stand at the edge of a cliff.
Oh
An
fuck.
abyss yawns beneath you, empty and endless. The only path forward, a rusted metal bridge.
With no
The cabin
handholds.
looms on its far side. I think you already know what waits for you within.
Kind of?
Great. A creaky old bridge and a bottomless ravine. Because getting to the cabin was too easy last time. I wonder what other sick jokes are waiting for us. Maybe that ravine doesn't even go anywhere. It'd be par for the course if we slipped and wound up falling forever.
Okay, I will be completely honest again. When there was a situation that was like this kind of before in the Nightmare Princess realm, when the stairs just kind of went off into the darkness and there was void on each side, my first reaction was to jump into the void. Is it going to give me that option right now?
There's nothing to find out here. Time to check in with the missus. I'm going to pretend you didn't just call her that.
She is the missus. We love her. Aw, I can't yeet myself into the void. That's unfortunate.
Every surface of the cabin is draped in chains, the air filled with the mock birdsong of metallic clinks. Where there should be walls, you can see only endless ropes of metal, with hooks dangling from their ends. A fitting cage for a monster destined to end the world.
Oh dear.
There's nothing for you to do but step forward into the basement. You already have your weapon. Your objective awaits.
This kind of gives me the Razor vibes, actually.
And how are we supposed to get to the basement? I don't see a way down. All I see is a mirror. What mirror? There is no mirror. The only thing of note here is the door to the basement.
I want, when the devs update this again eventually, I want them to have some sort of something that happens with the mirrors. I want there to be like an ending for getting all of the mirrors, or like something changes when you get all the mirrors. I would love that, because it kind of feels like the mirrors are like more symbolic and, I mean, maybe not pointless, but definitely like they feel kind of weird a little bit. Like, I want there to be more of a point to them than just the reflection. And I know it's like stuff that I'm not going to spoil because it's going to be happening here soon. But like, I want there to be more to it. I don't want it to be just something that it hints at until the very end. I would love there to be like another sort of payoff for it too. I'm probably just talking out of my ass, but like, I feel like there could be something so much cooler that happens with the mirrors, aside from the already cool thing that happens with the mirrors that I'm not trying to discount. Me waving my mouse all over the place, by the way, is me demonstrating how I talk with my hands, but in real life.
Oh, don't you lie to us. We can trust our eyes, and I am not going to stand around arguing over a stupid mirror. I'm not going to waste time arguing with you. Just get to the basement, okay? The door's on the other side of the room. Then, I guess there's nowhere for us to go but forward.
Indeed, into the meat hooks.
You step out onto the floor. Or what should have been a floor. Should have been? Yes, unfortunately. You realise too late that there is no floor beneath the metal.
Oh dear.
There's only a loose web of chains suspended over some unseen space. An unseen space that you are now rapidly plummeting through.
Oh cool, I love that I had no choice in this.
Oh, now this is just absolute bullshit. Can't even walk across a room now without being plunged into an abyss.
Oh my god, cheated.
You're too emotional, it makes us sloppy. We have to focus on details right now, and we can't focus on details if you're raging about every little thing that happens. Are we supposed to focus on details while we're falling into a bottomless pit?
Mood.
Don't be ridiculous, it obviously has a bottom. Your fall is suddenly, painfully halted as rusty chains pull taut against your skin, their hooks digging into your muscle.
Ouchie.
You find yourself suspended in what appears to be a vast, dark space. The glinting of yet more chains merely hinting at its full dimensions. You dangle a few feet off the bare concrete floor.
Ouchie, you could see some of the hooks like poking through skin. Holy shit.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I think slaying us would be doing us a favor right at this point, narrator. That looks painful.
As your eyes adjust to your new surroundings, you make out a figure standing in the gloom, obscured in shadow. She watches you with the stillness of the grave. Easy now. We don't know what sort of situation we're dealing with. We should let her make the first move. Let observation give us an advantage.
Are you mad at me? So pick me. So you can come back to, look, I'm sorry about what happened last time. I'm supposed to be sorry, right? Why the hell did you cut your head off?
You are met with only silence, save for the creaks and groans of metal as it sways in the stale air around you. The hooks slowly shift in your skin, the pain coming in waves as you continue to dangle helplessly. Screw this. This is making me bloody anxious. It's like she knows how unfair this all is, and now she's having fun with it. She's mocking us.
I can't see her head. I am going to assume she does not have a head.
By not saying anything.
Probably because she doesn't have a head.
Yes!
Sorry about how, let's see. Screw it, attack her. No, let's just try to slip free, I think. No, actually, you know, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry.
The princess takes
Oh.
a slow step forward. As she does so, the heavy chains shift, tightening and tearing at your flesh, your joints screaming in agony as the rusted hooks dig deeper. Stars dance in your eyes as the chain wrapped around your neck threatens to choke you.
Her head's in a cage. I fucking knew it. Or not the cage
As
part,
your
just that her
vision
head
comes
is
back
not on
into
her body
focus,
thing.
Your eyes fall on the body of the princess, finally emerged from the shadows. The body of the princess is a weird way to describe a person. It's only accurate. The form in front of you is a body, draped in raiments of chains, her head dragging along behind her in an iron cage. The head stares up at you but says nothing, and the chains squeeze ever tighter. Oh, we're being strangled already? You haven't given us a chance to do a damn thing! What's the point of any of this if we don't even get to make a single choice? I'm not here to give you chances. I'm here to set the stage and to dictate to you what happens.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can
the one who
advise
gives
you on
choices.
the correct course of action, but there are limits to my direct involvement. The choices, if that's what you like to call them, have always been yours.
Can we choose to not be skewered by hooks anymore then?
A riddle while we're dying, isn't that just like you? Now to figure out what exactly you mean by choices. Oh, for the love of stop thinking and do something!
Can do. Actually, that is a good question. What's this problem you have with me? I've only ever tried to help you. You cut your own head off last time. You can't be mad at me about that. I don't want to kill her. I don't want to kill her. She's already kind of in a fuckered situation. I don't want to make that worse. I'm just gonna keep talking to her. I don't even care if I die. Yeah, I've only ever tried to help you.
What makes you think I have a problem with you? Because I'm a head in a cage? Don't be silly. That's what I've always been. It's not like you're any different.
I mean,
The
fair.
body takes another step towards you, the chains around you tightening, the hooks boring deeper into your
I
flesh.
think I have to try to get
They
free
constrict
before I
dangerously
die.
around your throat. You find it harder to breathe.
I don't think she's happy you're here. But what do I know? I'm just a set of eyes and ears. I don't make choices. At least not any that matter.
Oh, well, isn't that just convenient? It makes sense to me. She's a severed head. What control could she possibly have over her body? There's no connections, no nerves. So bodies can work on their own. You know, I wouldn't mind that, actually. Maybe when the chain pops our useless head off, we'll get to run around without it. This was all doomed from the start, wasn't it?
I haven't done anything except give you my weapon twice. Let me see here. You've made choices and you've never stopped. You're choosing violence right now. It's not giving me the option to escape at this point, so how about... No, let's not be an asshole. What do you mean you're just a watcher? You cut off your own head last time. You made that decision.
What's the point of making a choice if it all ends the same way? I'm still stuck, and you're just as stuck as I am. Everything we witness is just another shade of the same endless cycle. I wake up in chains.
The body steps forward. Your bindings tighten again.
You come to me, knife in hand.
The body steps forward. The pressure on your limbs is becoming unbearable.
You give me your implement.
It's gonna happen more.
The pressure is finally too much.
Oh, there goes my
Your
knife.
fist unfolds as your joints swell with trapped blood, and your pristine blade tumbles helplessly to the ground.
I cut myself free.
Well, at least she gets it. This whole damn thing's a pile of flaming bullshit, and there's nothing we can do to put it out.
Let's see. Us choosing the same moves every time we play is an indictment of anyone's free will. It's just how things happen to play out. I could have thrown away that knife in the woods if I wanted to, but I chose to come here with it. Actually, what was I supposed to have done? Did you want me to carry your severed head out of the cabin with me? I thought you were dead. You're setting me up to fail. I can't make real choices strung up like this, and you're refusing to make any choices at all. Sure.
You're just starting to see the walls. And you don't have to struggle against something inevitable. You can give in with me. None of this is up to us.
She steps forward yet again.
Oh dear.
And the chains dig into you, your nerves screaming, your heart pounding, your lungs desperate for air.
I'm about to die, aren't I?
I don't think we can hold on to you much longer. Like I said, the girl's right. This whole thing is rigged.
This is all getting so predictable, isn't it? Pop.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay. You're falling. The world is spinning. And then you hit the ground, your body light in a way that is sickeningly wrong, and roll to a stop. The sound of rattling chains and a heavy thud as the rest of what was once your body, or you, falls to the ground somewhere nearby. You are unable to take action, unable to defend yourself, unable to even look around as the princess's body steps towards you, one slow, rhythmic step after another. It stoops down to pick you up, and then a shadow rises behind the body, blade glinting.
And now, the cut.
It strikes, and it strikes true as the body drops its cage in pain. They descend on each other in the maelstrom of chains and hooks and feathers and blood, fighting their way deeper into the shadows until all you're left to witness are the sounds of violence.
See? You only ever thought you were in control. Isn't it so much nicer to let go?
I didn't let go. You ripped my head off. What are we supposed to do now? You didn't cut yourself free. My body is still the one with the knife. Doesn't that mean this is different? Doesn't that mean I broke your pattern? This isn't nicer. I'm a severed head. Thought that'd be the end of me. I guess this isn't so bad. I mean, fair. I didn't let go. You ripped my head off.
My body ripped your body's head off. I didn't have anything to do with it. You get it. It's not like you're responsible for what your body is doing to mine now. You and I just watch, like we've been doing since the beginning.
And so you and the princess watch as your bodies weave in and out of the shadows, performing their lethal dance.
Look at us go. Aren't we beautiful?
The movement is gorgeous, primal, uninhibited. Steel crashing against steel and flesh rolling off of flesh.
It's all going to come to a head soon.
But
Head.
And at last the climax pays out. Your body, wreathed in chains and shadows, makes its final move, but so does hers. Chain shatters spine and blade pierces heart.
I guess I'll see you next time.
She knows what she did. She absolutely does. Both hers and yours collapse, their dance complete. Blood drips from the princess's mouth and she coughs.
It's cold, but that's always been us, hasn't it? Cold isn't bad.
Wait, so when I go to visit the thingy, is it gonna just be a severed head? You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns. Say no exit. Remain stuck between the walls and a pattern and a steely cage. You approach the mirror. What does our reflection look like? Ah, we're decaying. Oh, sorry, withering. My bad. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Oh, okay. That is somehow worse.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction.
There can be 3 different
A
voices in the
mass of
cage.
tides
Oh.
ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is a body that convinced herself she was only a set of eyes. She will make for a watchful heart.
What? Where are the hands that are covering her eyes in this one? Where are they coming from? I need to know for scientific purposes.
Do not mourn her. She is now what she wished that she could be.
Alright. At least one of us always hurts the other. Enough with all this pretension. You're not actually saying anything.
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
I mean, fair.
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Understandable. Okay. Alright. You know that at the end of it, I'm gonna kill you. You know what happens when we leave? Let's see. How many more do I need? I think I need 2 more.
We will know when we near our destination.
Let's see. Okay, so I think I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die.